Wonder if y'all can hear me now. Can everyone hear me now? How's everybody doing? I had to turn my phone around. My normal. Oh, that's too close. Well, sorry. My normal way I do things. I'm making everybody dizzy. Sorry, I'm trying to get this thing under control. Well, we're just going to leave it like that. I'm going to leave it like that right as I move it. Anyway. What is that? Anyway, okay, so let's go. $1,000 bankroll. Let me shoot with the red dice. I lost one of them. I don't know where one of them's at. My kid probably ate it or something. Anyway. All right, so me and my wife are going to the casino tomorrow, so that's cool. We're going to have some fun. Again. We're going to go have some fun. Yeah, the kid ate it again. That's funny. She wants to go play some roulette, so we'll definitely be doing that, as well as playing craps, as well, always. But so we'll probably start by playing roulette and end by playing craps. It's usually kind of how that goes. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 1, 3. I'm just gonna probably play 6, 7, 8 because the anything but tens. That's like a thing I do when I don't have her there. 6, 7, 8, a little different. She doesn't fully understand the anything but 10. There's a 9. That's a terrible, terrible, terrible shot. Hit the side of my table. That's cool though. We got that'd be 150. We'll just go. Get some cappers. Now your caps. All right. Probably play something similar to what. There's a 4. My goal will be very small because she's going to be there. So drop our $1 for Vig. Generally, when I'm playing with my wife, I usually make my goal very small. Reason being is she doesn't like to stay very long, usually. So I try to make it very manageable. Six, 4, 10. Drop $1. I'm going to get 60. But yeah, it's going to be a good time. My wife is, guys, I'm honestly, this is 100% no bullshit. I have never seen my wife lose at roulette. Now, obviously, I've seen her lose on a spin. This can drop $1 for 60. But I've never seen her lose on a session at roulette. Now, it's a small sample size. So I think she's only played Where am I going? We're probably going Tunica. Her roulette strategy is just stick them on the numbers. She didn't really have like a real strategy, but I've never seen her lose. And I think we've been 13 times maybe to play roulette, something like that. I was keeping track for a while, but and in fact, guys, I've never seen her win less than $80. Like win less than profit less than $80. It's kind of unreal the way it happens because she just kind of picks one or two numbers and then just plays them on that spin and they hit. It's really crazy. But either way, I've never seen her lose. So there's a hard six, $70. And in fact, one day I was smart enough to just follow her bets around, and we just kept winning. So we had a really good day on the roulette table one day. All the other ones have been smaller wins, but none less than $80. It's just crazy how it's almost unreal how she can pick the numbers out. There's a 426, $70. Yo. Here we go. 10. That is fantastic, dude. And that is really awesome. I'm gonna drop $2 for 100 here. I love that. Neener 9. Oh, we need to press something. Fantastic. That is really awesome. That's how it's done. You don't want to be there long enough to give it back. Seven out. That's a pretty good roll. First roll of the day was a $275 winner. Not bad. Let's go to 200 on our down. Ouch. Started the second roll of the day. We are now only a $75 winner. Let's go to 300. Here we go. 6. We have 300 there. You can go to the 3X Iron Cross. I like to go 30 in the field because then the 5 and 8 pays $75. Ouch! Ouch, we're getting blasted. Back to back that 6. All right, we're going to have to make a big number. We have to go 400. 400 don't. Nine. 999. I'm just going to play the Iron Cross since I already got basically set up. And need $30. Okay. See if we can win this back. $4. $30 winner. Here we go. 5. It's going to be a $75 winner. It pays 105, but we lose 30, so that makes 75. Pretty easy. All right, let's see if we can get about 10 of those. 5, 3, 8. Oh, that was not a 6 or a 5. Doesn't matter, they all pay the same. $75 winner. Pays 105, but I lose 30 on the field, so. Here we go. 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to get $30. Here we go. 4. We're going to get $30. Looks like we're at about 300 in the rack. Aces, that's aces in both places. $60 winner. I'm going to use this one to press these two, just for fun. Let's see. See if I can keep dodging. Oh, 7 out, right when I pressed, right? Gave up that $60. Nice. That's awesome. That's 400. So it's 300. So we're up $100. Right back up. Dun, dun, dun. Easy money. Oh no. Yeah, that's right. Up 100. Let's go 150 on the belt. See if we can get up some more. Some more money. 3, 2, 5. And then we're gonna need, so that's 150, that's 2 something, so it's 150. We need to go 150 in odds. .7. It's all right, we're gonna win some money, a little bit of money. Win 100 in the odds and 150 there. Won a little bit of money. We'll take it to 200. Nine, right back on that nine. That nine was good to us. Ah, come here. We got 200 on the don't. And then we'll go 75 in odds. Hello, everybody. Six. That's a $75 winner. It's actually a $105 winner, guys, but I lose 30, so it's 75. Here we go. 8 the hard way. That's hard 6, hard 8 right in a row. $75 winner. Already racked 150 on this guy. Here we go. 10. That's $30 winner. Here we go. 5. It's also a $105 winner, but we lose 30, so it's going to win 75. Easy money. Easy money. Hard 4. Start pressing. Six. That's a $75 winner. Five. All right, that's going to win 140 minus 50 is 90. Six. Same thing. We're going to win 90. I'm going to drop 10 for 100. We win 140, but we lose 50. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to drop 10 for 100. We win 140. We lose 50, so I'm dropping 10. Get a black chip. Three. That's $50 three. $50 three. Yo! $50 yo. Hard 8. I'm going to drop 10 for 100. 7 out. Fantastic. Yeah, it's nice to have casinos close. I know how that is. All right. So we got $1,820 in the rack. Now 300 of it's on the table. Uh-oh, is that a 1, 2, 3? Yeah, oh, well, yeah. I think that would be a natural fall 3. If not, they would have to call it a 4. I mean, that is dead even. But there's nothing to pull from this side, so I think the way this would work is that would be a 3. $10. All right, so let's load this in odds. There's 300 in odds. So I got 450 total coverage. We'll roll it like that. $5. 325, $70 winner. Oh, right back on the 5. $70 winner. Three. We don't have that this time. No 3s for us. Here we go. 4. 3 and a 1. 3, 1, 4. It's going to drop 5. We're going to get 3 back. We're going to get a black chip. Bump that up. All right, back on the 4. 75. We're going to drop 3. We're going to get $150. Yo, we don't have that. No yos. Here we go. Oh, 9. 105. Here we go. 7 out. That was a good roll. A good one. So we got 300 and 300, so it's going to be 450. Let's trade that in for 500. Then we have some more green chips. All right, let's get this situated. All right, so it looks like there's our initial 1,000 right there. Let's just trade that in, that way we know. All right, there's our initial 1,000. So we're playing with all this for free. Doing pretty good. So it's like $1,300. Here we go. Four. That's how that's supposed to work. Let's do the same thing. Just reverse. Here we go. 6, 6, 6, $70 6. Here we go. 10, 10, 10, 10. All right, I'm gonna drop $2. Well, I'm gonna drop 5, get 3 back, and get a black chip. Press those 2. Go for it with house money. That's right. It's easy to play when you're playing with their money. 8. That's a $105 winner. I'm rolling pretty well, I'll say. 6, $105 winner. I like collecting something every time. I gotta collect something, otherwise I think it was a waste of roll. $7. All right. There we go. Oh wait, that ain't right. We only have 200 in odds. So it's just like that. And another blue chip up there. Now we're for sure a winner. Put those ones in your pocket. You can't lose. Now you can't win less than $500. Hard 10. Yeah, I have been leaving quite a bit on the table. I haven't had any really bad runs, so we go 400 in odds. That's part of the reason. I don't quite have enough, so I'm going to leave the 4 off. Probably going to regret that. $6, there we go. 175. 175, here you go, 4. Hook you up, buddy. $5. 140. Hard 6, that's 210 because that's 180 now. 210. Yeah, it's easy, guys. It really is. It's a lot easier when you don't actually have. First of all, it's not actually real money. Second thing is it's all house money, so it makes it a lot easier to be aggressive. I would have never made it this far. Once I won $500, I'd have been at the door. Did we finally lose? Nope, 6-5 yo. I'm wondering why we ain't been hitting our don't points. We had that one little stretch early on, but since then we ain't hit nothing. No don't points. $5. It's going to win 280. I'm just going to collect from here on out. Hopefully we can get a couple good ones. 5, yes sir. I'm going to drop $20 and get 300. Hard 8. It's going to win 210. Put those black chips up there. Them are pocket chips. Here we go. 4. It's 200, so we're going to have to drop $10, and we're going to win 400. More pocket chips. Hello, 5s. Oh, and there's out. All right, so we're going to win 300 and 200, 500 total. That's another 2,000 right there in black. That's our pocket rack. It's all in the pocket. All right. So this has went exceedingly well. Really nothing to... We had one little hiccup at the beginning of the game, and since then it's just been lights out. So, ha! Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 3. We're gonna roll it. We're gonna roll a winner right here. I bet I didn't roll a winner. 5, 3, 8. All right, I don't even really know what that is. It's like 500 or real close to 500. All right, so we got to dodge this 8. We better go to the 4-2-4-2, huh? Gotta go to the 4-2 because we need a 7. Smack. Smacking on my face hole. Yeah, we got smacked on that 8. All right, what did we win? there's our initial buy-in. We won 2,500. That was a really good run. Hello, everyone. I haven't said hello to. Very, 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 very good run. Super, super excellent. All right, put it all in the dump. We're trying to go to Cancun. No. Oh, 617. We're not going to Cancun, guys. That was fun. That's kind of an anomaly. I'm not overly impressed with it. I'm not saying that can't happen. Obviously it can. We just watched it happen. But definitely was weird. Yeah, headed to McDonald's. Dollar menu. But one thing I want to say, guys, again, thank you I got to 3,000 subscribers. That's a big deal to me. Thank you for everyone that helped me with that. Still putting together like a giveaway video, getting some prizes put together. I ordered some stuff, so it's not here yet. Obviously, don't want to have the video until I have the stuff. So, but yeah, so gonna have like one of those deal. Yeah, appreciate you. We're going to give away some stuff. So it's some cool stuff. I took a lot of what people asked, and I applied it to the prizes and this and that. It's not really prizes, it's just giveaway. You don't have to do anything for them. Yeah, just planning for Colorado, sorting my book before I send it out to some people to get edited. That way they have an idea of how I want it to go. Because I have it's written in a lot of individual pieces. So I want them to understand how I want it to flow. So I'm getting that together. The taxes for business taxes, if you've never done them like me, are miserable. But we got through those. That was weird. Had all kinds of weird stuff. I didn't understand what I was going to be running into. I do now, so definitely have a better understanding after our crash course. But my wife did a great job with it. She did really awesome, so that was cool. But yeah, so got working on stuff for Colorado. It's going to be fun. Going to have a lot of good stuff going on there. But yeah, going to the casino tomorrow. Most likely we'll be in Tunica. If that changes, I will tell everybody. That way, if you are planning to go to come play a session or whatever, make sure that I didn't lie. So, but the plan now, right as of this moment, is to go to Tunica. I'll be there during the day. Saturday night will not be fun, so I'll definitely be there during the day hours. Saturday night, it'll be so packed. It'll be packed during the day, but it'll be really packed at night. So my wife wants to go play some roulette, so that's the main plan. But obviously, I'm not going to go and not play craps. I'm obviously going to play some craps. So, and she likes craps too. She'll stand there and play craps with me as well. So it's a pretty good deal. And she wins a lot, so it's not unusual for her to win a couple $100. It's pretty regular. So, but yeah, it's going to be a good time. But yeah, I'm guessing we'll get there. I don't know, probably at 1. We probably will leave around 4 or 5, most likely. So we don't want to be there for the big crowds and stuff. But yeah, we're gonna head over there. They have a lot more. Oaklawn's craps is very basic. Is as basic as it gets. Since I don't get without going to Tunica, I don't get a ton of chances to play like the ATS. So a lot of what I do over there, I might just play some bigger ATS bets and try to get in a spot where I can shoot and just try to get lucky on the ATS a little bit. I just don't get to play it that much. So I definitely am going to be playing that pretty heavily is the plan at least. Probably, I actually have an ATS strategy that I put out there. I did it a long time ago. I don't know if any of you guys ever watched it, but it's for a $30 ATS. So it's like 12, 6, 12. So 12, 6, 12 is how I like to play the ATS, by the way. If anyone knows, doesn't know. So this is what I like to do. It's $30 to play 12, 6, 12 ATS. The reason I like it, some places they do, some places they don't have dividers. I don't think, actually, I think none of them made now. I think they all may be down now. But so I have reasoning behind this. First of all, it costs $30. Not overly expensive, but because you can do this. If one of those 5, 6, or 8 hits, you are playing the ATS for free. So most likely they're going to make you leave a pass lane. Most places won't let you play the ATS without at least an equivalent bet. So what I like to do is play something like this, get one hit, play my ATS for free, take down the 5 and 9, take down the 6 and 8. You just, so I'm still have the 6 and 8 at risk, obviously, but I'm playing the ATS for free. And so that's my first goal when I do my ATS strategy, is I just try to get it for free. Once I got it for free, then I adjust to what they want on the table, because a lot of them want you to leave at least an equivalent bet of the ATS, because people were just going and just playing the ATS and just progressing it, and eventually it hits and they win. That was a thing that was happening. So now pretty much everywhere I ever see makes you have an equivalent bet. I don't know what your guys' experience with that is, but that's what I run into. But that's how I like to play. I like to play. It's a $30 play. Guys, if you're playing with $1,000 or whatever, $500, $30 is not an overly huge amount. So I mean, the thing is if you play, the ATS. If you play the 2-1-2, I see this a lot. 2-1-2 on the ATS. All right. Yeah, that's cool, because that only wins $60, and that only wins $60. Yeah, this one is really cool. It wins like $150 or $170, but these two, I mean, now if you're playing with $100, that totally makes sense. Or if you're playing with $200, but guys, if you're playing with $1,000, playing 2-1-2, I've won a lot of money on the ATS. It's actually one of the more profitable bets I've had on the craps table. I've had a couple big ones, is why. Oh, sorry, I didn't know. I didn't know you were asking what it was. It means all, tall, and small. The small and the tall are. The small is 2 through 6, and the tall is 8 through 12, and they both pay 30 to 1. But you have to hit all of them before you roll a 7 to get those bets. All right. If you make all of the numbers except for the 7, you either get 150 to 1. Some places are 174 to 1. Hot shooter bet, yeah. I actually like the repeater bet too. I know everyone always plays like the 4 and the 10 on the repeater, but to me it doesn't make a lot of sense to play those. I play the 6 and the 8 because I know it takes 6 hits on them, but they pay quite a bit more, first of all, and that's six hedges. So I think they pay 90 to 1 or something like that. On the repeater on the 6 and 8 pays like 90 to 1. So if you have $5 repeater, right? So you have $5, right? But it pays 90 to 1. So it's like, I mean, it's pretty amazing. So let's say you got 2 hits on the 6 and 3 hits on the 8. All right. That's not overly uncommon before a 7. I mean, it's not real common, but it's not overly uncommon to have that happen right there. Right here on this third one, I only need 3 more on the 8. I start laying this. I start hedging it, just like you hedge the ATS. So with $5, right? So obviously I'm going to go 30 on the first one. So 30 wins 25. So if I do roll a 7, I end up winning that. So, this loses. For this to lose, I have to gain another spot here. All right. I have to roll that 6 times to win the 90. All right. So you lost 30 plus the 5. So next one, you go up, you go to 60. All right. If it loses, you have to have hit another one. All right. So then from there, I hedge it out again. And I just go to 90. I don't even hedge all the way. And the reason I go to 90, guys, is because that's 90. So, I don't get it all back necessarily. I'm not going to get the 15 back. But if I roll an 8 again, it's going to win the 90 to, 5 times 90. So it's quite a bit more than, $180. So that's how I play the repeater. I literally play it to hedge it. It's pretty easy one to bet. Now the 4 and the 10, I know a lot of people play the 4 and the 10, and because I think they need 4 rolls each. The problem is I think they only pay like 30 to 1 or 40 to 1 or something. The hedge isn't quite as good on them. Like I said, guys, when I'm playing that repeater bet, I literally am playing this to hedge it. I don't expect to hit it. I don't expect to hit the bet. But I usually wait until I see 3 of them. That's halfway. That way I only have 3 more rolls. So if 3 rolls go through, I win. If 2 rolls go and roll 7, I win. If 1 roll goes, as long as I get to the 3rd one, I start hedging it. So then essentially at that point, I can no longer lose that bet because I'm going to lay enough money to cover it. And so I love the repeater. I think it's one of the better bonus bets, but that's just because I play it that specific way. And a lot of times, guys, I never get past 2, and it just keeps losing. It loses 2, but it's $10. Spend $10 on, tips to the waitress on drinks. I mean, it's not a huge deal. That's one of the things too about the VIG. I know a lot of people say, well, the VIG kills you. The VIG kills you. No, guys, the VIG does not kill you. If you are, okay, so here's the thing. Okay, let's talk about the VIG real quick. So on a VIG, let's say you're laying the 10, right? And you lay the 10 for 50. It ends up being a dollar VIG. Right? If you're laying a $50 lay bet, $1 shouldn't be bothering you. All right? So let's say you're at 100. You know how much that is? That's $2. $2 VIG to lay 100. I mean, if you're laying $100, $2 shouldn't be bothering you. All right? So let's go to 200. That's only a $5 VIG. If you're laying $200, $5 shouldn't affect you. So, guys, the VIG really doesn't matter. The buy is the same way. If you're playing that and you have to pay $1 to get 2 to 1 odds, I mean, come on, man. It's easy. It's easily worth it. VIG is just a way for the casino to make a little bit of money. It really should. If you're laying the bets, you got to lay them at a substantial amount anyway. So if the VIG is bothering you, you probably shouldn't be laying the bet. Now, yeah, if you're playing with the ante bet, the ante, that sucks. I've done it a little bit, man. It does. It makes it hard to play there. It makes it really hard to want to play craps there. That ante is something else. Yeah, I just don't, man. I don't know about that ante. I get why they do it or whatever. It's all that goes to the tribe and all that, and I get that. I get why they do that. But man, it sure deters a lot of gamblers. Yeah, that ante is that's yucky. But yeah, I mean, other than that, like the other bonus bets, like the fire bet, guys, I usually don't even play the fire bet. What is that? Oh, I thought that Annie went directly to. Oh, really? I thought that went directly to the tribe. I guess I was wrong on that. But man, you made me lose my train of thought there. What was I saying? Two guys actually contacted me, Steven Christensen and Hogan. They both said they went there. They went to play at the Cherokee to play the anything but 12 or some version of it, and they don't allow it. And the reason they don't allow it, they I guess they specifically stated that it came off of my channel. I guess some guys had went in there and played, and but they shut it down at that casino. You can no longer lay bets on their crapsless tables on the horn numbers. So, and my channel was specifically mentioned in the whole deal. So that was it's. I mean, I felt honored about it. But I do understand why a casino would limit it or not allow it. I do understand why, because uh even at $600, okay. So let's just show. Okay, so at $600, that only pays 100. But a lot of those you guys know, a lot of craps tables is 500 or $5 or whatever, you know. So if you played 96 across, obviously you're not going to be able to play the horn numbers here. If you played 96 across, and then you rolled this out, barring that you just roll a lot of 12s, you're going to win a whole bunch of times. All right, so I'm just going to mark out right here how this would win. Okay, per 12. Just right here. Okay, so you're going to have that right there is going to win 27 3 times per 12. This is going to win 21 3 times, so or 4 times. So I'm just going to put $84 out there, guys. It's going to win 84. That one right there, it's going to win 21 5 times. So it's going to be 105, 105, 84. Okay. So just on them numbers, let's count this up. So this is why I can see why they would derail it really quick. All right, let's just count up how much this ends up being. This is without the horn, okay? So without the horn added in right away, okay, so that's $540 without the horn numbers. You're only risking 600. So if you had the horn numbers added in, like let's say you bought them for a piece, you know, per 12, you're going to roll so many winners that it's very good EV. It's a very good EV, and that's why I think they don't like it. All right, because look, that's without the horn numbers, you're almost to 600. without the horn numbers. You're nearly to 600. And that's one of the reasons why I think that they pulled it pretty quick when people started actually doing it. Because I get that it takes a lot on the lay. But again, I mean, don't get me wrong, you could get really unlucky and hit a few of these and be way behind. But in the overall average, if that only is going to show one out every 36 times, and you're betting all of these other numbers. So let's add in these. Okay, so if you had to bet them all at $15 a piece as well, I mean, look how much more you're ahead. Right there. So that's 6. 6 times 15. And, sorry. And then this is going to be 3 times 15, which is 45. 45. So this is why. Oops. This is the reasoning why. This is why they don't want it, because the EV out of 36 rolls is positive. That's why. And right there is why. So even if you adjusted it, now don't get me wrong, this 600 doesn't cover these 3 bets. So you'd have to use some of the hits to cover them. Right? So if you had to use 3 of them, take that 45 off. And then let's say you missed a few of them, so I'm going to take $40 more off. Like you didn't get them placed before they hit. All right, so $40 more. So even after all that, you're still positive $35 EV. Right. And so this is why they don't like it. Because if everything goes right, so if everything goes wrong, obviously you can lose. But if it even just goes kind of right, and you know, if you're just trying to make $200, you're going to make $200 a lot of times before you roll that 12. And that's the thing, is they know that with that kind of advantage, craps players are going to be like, okay, I'll just make $200 at a time. And that's the idea behind it. I have a feeling that if more and more people start finding casinos that allow it and more and more people start playing it, they'll get rid of it. They'll just stop that completely. I really believe that, because it can work out to positive EV, and they never want that. You know, casinos never want you to have a positive EV, and never. It's like having a positive house edge. That's not something they want. Yeah, I love the AB anything but 10. I use it all the time. You guys, to me, the anything but 10 and the 6, 7, 8 are the same strategy. To me, they're no different. The only difference is you're paying a premium to choose the number you want as your 7. That's the only difference to me. It's still the same play, in my opinion. So, you know, you're trading odds to not have to fight the come out. You're trading, you know, payout odds. So, like if you're laying the 10 for 300, or you're having to fight the come out, you know, because that's going to let you have 135, or you could fight the come out for essentially the same as 135. It's a trade-off. It just depends on which you feel more comfortable with. if you take and you know, if you like and you feel comfortable missing a 10, go that route. If you feel comfortable that you won't roll come out losers, go that route. One thing about rolling the don't version, the 6, 7, 8, is you don't get to choose where your loser is. You don't get that choice. So far, I only know of a couple that do, and it has to be on a crapsless table. There was one in North Carolina. I know that there's one in Shreveport because Larry's played it, and some people say that there's actually one in Vegas too. I didn't know that there would be any that did it, but some people found them and they were out there, and one of them has already shut it down. So the one in North Carolina already said no. They did it. People started showing up doing it, and they were like, "No, that's done." No, that's an awesome. Love $40 sevens. But so that's kind of they're the same strategy to me because I play them the same way. I have one loser number and then all winner numbers, and so whichever one you prefer, they're the same. I mean, yeah. It's too easy to be very, very positive EV on it, and I know that that's what they looked at when people started coming in and doing it. Those pit bosses are like, why are they playing this? And then they ran the numbers on it, and they were like, nope. No, I don't think they're letting you lay any of the horn numbers. I don't know if the 3 and 11 come out positive. Probably do, just barely or right at even. But because the 10, yeah, that's right. It is. Because the 10 and the 4 are just under even. And so they're just below even. But if they would let you lay the 10 on a crapsless table, it actually gives you an advantage because then you can play all those horn numbers too as place bets. So if they'll let you lay the 4 or the 10 on a crapsless table, it's actually an advantage. But guys, if you feel comfortable in your shooting, then really any strategy you should be okay with if you're a shooter, because if you feel that comfortable in it, you should be able to adjust to whatever you need to adjust to, whatever numbers you need to make. If you're just like myself, pretty much random, then you have to use the math of the game in your favor. You can't rely on that shot. So that's where strategies like the anything but 10, the 6, 7, 8. Why are the odds on the 5 and 9 different than 4 and 10? Because it is easier to roll a 5 or a 9 than it is to roll a 4 or 10. There's 4 ways to make a 5 and 4 ways to make a 9. And there are only 3 ways to make a 4 and only 3 ways to make a 10. That's why the odds are different. Just like the odds are different on the 6 and 8, because there's 5 ways to make those. And so it goes by how many ways there are to make that number on the dice out of 36 possible combinations. And so that's how it's broke down. So it goes like this: 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3. All right, there's 3 ways, 4 ways, 5 ways, 5 ways, 4 ways, and 3 ways. That's why the odds are what they are. So on the place bets, they're just under what even would be. So that's why on the 6, they make you pay 7 or 6 to win 7 instead of 6 to win, or instead of 5 to win 6, because they want just a little advantage. On the 5, they make you bet 5, but you only win 7, where you should win 750, because it's a 3 to 2. And then on the 4, if you bet 5, you win 9 instead of winning 10, because it should be a 2 to 1. And so that's just a little advantage, Angela, that they give you, or that they take. They take just a little advantage. Now, on the backside, on the lay bets, they give you the true odds. So it's 2 to 1, 3 to 2, 5 to 6, 6 to 5, however you want to look at it. But they take a 5% vig. And so that's where they get their money on the lay bet. And that is why they do that. It's just all based in the math of the game. They want a built-in advantage. That's how casinos make money, is a built-in advantage to the game. Casinos honestly don't really care what wins or loses. That really doesn't matter to them. They know that the built-in advantage, because they're in it for the long run, and they know the players are in it for the short run. So the casino can lose $1,000 today and win $5 every day until they win 1,000 again, and that's fine for them. Whereas a player, you can't lose $1,000 today probably and only win $5 tomorrow. So they're in it for the long run. Players are in it for the short run. So they only need a little bit of an edge to be profitable. That sucks, bro. I had a day on the video the other day like that where just nothing worked. Nothing I did worked. It happens. That's the variance in the game, No matter how good you developed your strategy, no matter how good you're shooting, sometimes it goes wrong. That's it. I mean, it happens. But stay consistent, You got to be consistent, because the math will write itself. Like today, I had an amazing run. The other day, I couldn't win nothing. So, I mean, it writes itself. Now, here's one thing, and I've preached this before. Okay, so if you're playing your strategy, you bought in for your 500, all right, and you're there for a little while, and you've won 130, whatever this bucks. So you've won this much, and then you lose from then on out. Your strategy worked because you were up $129. So it worked. You just chose not to leave. And I'm not saying this is you, Fiber Optic. I'm just saying that I've preached this before to tell people, don't get down on what you're doing if you lost because you're disciplined. If you lost because you're disciplined, work on your discipline. All right? Look, some days it's only going to let you win $20. Some days it's only going to let you win 30, 50, 80, 100. All right? Some days it's not really going to let you win, and you might be down 30 or 40. I mean, consistency and discipline are far, far more important than most other things in craps. You want to know, okay, I want to make $100 on this session. Once you get to $100, if you stick around after that, that is not your strategy's fault. That your strategy worked just fine. So Fiber Optic is being very honest here. He's saying, it did work. Things did work, and he chose to stay. And guys, the longer you stay in the casino, the more chances they're going to get your money. And that's just how it is. And guys, I'm not telling you to stand on the craps table. You can win 600 and put it in your pocket. If you don't leave, the casino is built to keep you in there. It's built to get your money on places, right? So, guys, if you want to be consistent winners, when you win, you have to leave. That's just how it works. Now, I get it. If you're on vacation to a casino or it's a weekend trip or something, yeah, I get it. You don't want to just win $100 and then go do something else. You're there to play, and I get that. So there is some pleasure involved. So I feel like players that play in that fashion that have to drive so far or whatever, or fly to casinos, or like in George from CY's case, he has to fly all the way from Cyprus to Vegas to get what he wants. Obviously, he don't want to come there and win $1,000 and then go home. So, but there's something there. Maybe you need to allocate 25% of your winnings every time to just going in your pocket and it doesn't come out, something like that. I don't know, but there's some kind of move there. There's some kind of move there to get to keep profit, maintain a profit. I don't play that way because I live very close to casinos, so I can go for 50 or $100 and it's not a huge deal. But I do understand the guys that have to drive so far. I get, obviously you're not going to go there for 10 minutes. So it's more difficult for you guys that are in those boats. It's far more difficult for you to. Sure, absolutely, bogeys. But that's a big deal, guys. It does, guys. Honestly, I'm telling you, discipline separates the winners from the losers. Guys, a lot of people have good strategies out there. A lot of people can throw the dice pretty well. A lot of people know what they're doing on the craps table, but most people don't leave when they're winning. I see it a lot. Every time I go, I see it. Every time I go to the casino, I see it. They don't leave when they're winning. At that point, it's on you. It's no longer. That's awesome. If you get up, and I'm not talking about getting up $20 or $30. Yeah, absolutely. Some guys live for that. Some guys live for that action, and that's cool. Do your thing. I'm not. But if you want to be a consistent make money winner, guys, when you get ahead, you have to leave. That's how you do it. Because guys, like I said, there's a lot of strategies out there that work. There's a lot of dice shooters out there that are good. There's a lot of people that know how to play the game. If you don't leave when you're winning, all those skills go out the window because eventually you're going to have a bad run of dice that eats up your money. So that's one of the hardest skills to learn. That's why on my website, I have like a 10 commandments type thing. It's number one. Discipline is number one. It's the hardest thing in craps. It's the hardest thing in gambling to learn is discipline. Because it takes exactly that. It takes discipline. You have to be willing to accept the limitations of the game. Right? I get that there's people that win $50,000 in one night. All right, guys, that happens once in a blue moon. How many times do people lose $1,000 a night? Every night. My website is exactly as my YouTube channel, wagermethis.com. I think it's in the description of all my videos. I think it comes up in the description, maybe. I believe so, yes. That's about to go up May 1st, though, to whatever the casino set it at. I appreciate that, but fives. But yeah, I have a lot of good stuff on my website, guys. I have a lot of blog type stuff I've written on there. Actually, I've written all of them that are on there. If you scroll down further past the football stuff and all that, if you scroll down, there's a blog section, and I've written a bunch of blogs on there and different things. And I need to go back through that because some of my craps philosophy has changed because obviously as I grow as a craps player, some of my philosophies change. So I need to make sure nothing on there is stuff I don't actually think anymore. But still, it's good stuff on there. And also, it helps me out because every time you guys click on my website, I get a little piece of money, so I appreciate that. Because I have the same thing, and there's ads all over my website. My website is wagermethis.com. Guys, I think there's a link in the description. I'm not. I think I set it up like that, but maybe not. It may only be on my uploaded videos and not my live videos. I'm not the best at the techie part of this YouTube stuff. I just get on here and talk about craps and football, guys. That's what I do. I'm not. I don't have intros, and I don't. I don't have. What do you call it? Special effects and all that. That's just not who I am. I talk about craps. But anyways, guys, what I'm doing works. Yeah, it works for me. It seems to work for other people. I get a lot of success stories. I've had some horror stories too, though, but definitely had some of my own horror stories. Guys, like I said a couple months ago, I had a session. It's been a while now. It's probably been 6 months almost now. But I had a session where I lost $3,200 in one session. So it was just really bad. And it was actually really fast. I was really aggressive on the don't, and I got smacked around on it pretty good. All pretty much right in a row. So it was an expensive day. But again, I had a lot of really good ones in a row. So awesome. That's really cool. I like DGE, man. That's my buddy. I like dude. I'm a craps hero. I guess. Yeah, I gotta go. Guys, I'm telling you, once I get established in Colorado and stuff, I'm gonna have help with all this. So, because my brother's gonna be involved in stuff, and I'm gonna be more mobile and stuff because I'm gonna have help from my family and stuff, and I'm gonna really try to push this further. And again, guys, like I said, I'm in Colorado, so I will have live in the casino craps videos. As long if they let me film live. If not, I'll have them filmed and I'll upload them. Just like the other guys do. I will be more often than them. So again, guys, be looking forward to that. But I'm not moving there till June. And it's the end of June at that. But once that is, I'm going to start. Hey, Quack Shooter, how are you, buddy? I'm going to start into it. And it's going to, I got some big plans. We'll see. You guys will be along for the ride. It's going to be fun. I was on Quack Shooter's live stream the other day. He was playing the progressive comeback. I've played at the Ameristar. Am I going to miss Arkansas? There's things about Arkansas I will definitely miss. Definitely miss about Arkansas. But like one of them is the price of things. Because in Arkansas, I bought a house with 5 acres for $54,000. In Colorado, I probably can't buy 5 square feet for $54,000. So I'll miss some of that stuff. Yeah, I bought a house out in the country, 5 acres, 54,000. And the front half of the acreage is all nice, manicured, nice lawn. And the back half was wooded. The house was about 1,500 square feet. Yeah, that's how Arkansas is. Yeah, I mean, I don't worry too much about that stuff. But I'll miss that. Gas prices are high out there. Gas prices in Arkansas are not high. We're usually one of the lowest in the country. Us in Oklahoma, we're really, really low normally, so that's cool. But there's a lot of things that Colorado offers. One thing about Arkansas that's terrible, guys, is the bugs. The bugs in Arkansas are terrible. They're terrible mosquitoes. You got all kinds of bad spiders. You got all kinds of ticks. Hello, Ike. I mean, the bugs in Arkansas suck. And it kind of, the summers, it makes the summers to where, like, it's hard to camp and stuff in the summers. And I got young boys, that are wanting to go camping and stuff. So the camping season is really short here unless you want to go sweat it out. The duck hunting is world class. Yeah. Duck hunting in Arkansas is considered some of the best in the world. So it's actually right down the road from my house here, where I live here. It's just probably 30, 40 miles away where it starts. Yeah, it's world class duck hunting. In fact, they flood all these rice fields and everything to get the ducks in. And yeah, huge duck hunting. Big trout fishing here. It's considered world class. I've trout fished all those places a lot. It is what it is. There's big trout lots of places, so it's not, I don't know that's any more special than I've seen in Colorado or in Idaho or any other places. It's not all that much different to me. But Arkansas has a lot of things that other places don't. I live right by the Little Red River. Like, it's literally goes through my town. Well, Arkansas is good. Yeah, Heber Springs. I live about 40 miles from Heber Springs. But yeah, Arkansas is nice. I just, there's some bad things about it too. One of the other things, I had a really, really easy session here today. Won money right away and then did some crazy stuff at the end for fun. The Clintons, yeah. Yeah, out by the university. Fayetteville's a nice place. That's where my brother lives. The Clintons. Hot Springs is a really nice place, and that's where the horse track is. They got some really cool stuff there. I've lived in Colorado before. We actually came out from out there. We came out here from out there. We came to Arkansas from Colorado. I was a kid though. I wasn't an adult. But my sons are really gonna like it because my sons are outdoorsy kids, and they're gonna love being able to go up in the mountains and all that. I did when I was a kid, so it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good stuff. Plus, I'll be able to push this harder, and we'll get to see some real money exchanging hands. Uh, I'm sure we'll see some crashes and burns. Cool. Yeah, I'm sure we'll see some wipeouts every now and then. Hey, I was just talking about you, buddy. Mr. George from CY. But yeah, so it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a lot of fun. One thing I will say about Colorado is, don't get me wrong, I love Southern food, and Arkansas has a weird mixture. Kind of here, we get a lot of Cajun influence here. Yeah, that's gonna be great. Uh, we get a lot of Cajun influence, so a lot of our food has a lot of that in it here around here. But I actually like Colorado. The food in Colorado is always so much better than here, I think. But you don't get Southern country food there, so I'll miss that. Yeah, yeah, it's a red state, that's for sure. I'm moving in June, Mr. George. Yeah, that's right. There's a bunch of YouTubers in Colorado. There sure is. Guys, I'll be honest, I think I'm making the right move. I know some of those guys are migrating to Vegas, but when Colorado changes their yeah, on May 1st and they allow those casinos to set their own limits, when they allow those casinos to set their own limits, guys, Blackhawk in Central City is a lot nicer than Vegas. And I think it's going to start drawing big gamblers there. And I think it's going to I think it's going to take off. Obviously, the shows and stuff aren't the same. You got a lot of shows and stuff in Vegas, but and Vegas is so much bigger. But man, if you could choose go to the desert in Las Vegas or go to the mountains in Colorado, I just think a lot of people are going to choose the mountains in Colorado. And I actually think it's going to blow up. I think it's going to get a lot bigger. And yeah, now that they're in May 1st, they voted that in, guys. So on May 1st, the casinos are going to be allowed to set their own limits. Red Rocks is right there, yeah, just right down the road. And guys, it's going to change a lot of things there, and I'm going to be there for it. I think it's the right. I'll never get good chicken again. That's right. Uh, when we were in Colorado a couple years ago, I don't know, it wasn't that long ago. We were visiting my parents, and we were trying to find chocolate gravy. All right, we were just going around trying to find chocolate gravy. I couldn't find it anywhere. People didn't know what the hell I was talking about. I was like, "You guys," it would be like their sign would say "country restaurant." I don't know what the closest airport to Black Hawk is. And so, they would say Southern food restaurant or, country restaurant. And we go in there, we keep asking them for chocolate gravy. And man, they just didn't know what the hell I was talking about. Because what it was is I was trying to show one of my parents' friends. And man, I just couldn't find it. I don't know what red eye gravy is. Chocolate gravy. It's just like it sounds, buddy. So instead of like biscuits with normal gravy on them, you get biscuits and you put chocolate gravy on them. And chocolate gravy, I mean, it's just like you're thinking. It's like gravy, but it's chocolate and it's fantastic. But yeah, so we have yeah, yeah, I think it's kind of a hillbilly thing, a redneck thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing is you can't find good sweet tea if you move out of the South. That's a weird deal. That's right, only in America, baby. Only in the United States will you find diet ice cream. Diet ice cream. How the hell is that a thing? Okay, with coffee. Yeah, sports betting's legal there too. Yeah, you gotta love that sweet tea. Yeah, Central City, which is basically Blackhawk, and then there's Cripple Creek too. Cripple Creek is down by Colorado Springs. Keegan Harrison, how are you, dude? Yeah, I work with that guy right there, Keegan. If everyone didn't know, Keegan, did you subscribe to my channel? Good. You came on too late. I'm about to get off here. I've already been on here an hour and a half. But anyways, guys, I am about to get off. Y'all have a great day. You're at work right now? That's awesome. Thank you, Googs. Appreciate that. That means a lot since there's Hawaiian Craps channels. You guys have a great day, great night, all your stuff. Have fun at work, Keegan.